Hello everybody, how are you today? It is Tuesday and we're going to work on getting a Keeper of Gold. They're really useful in evolving some of the stronger monsters out there, and it's a chance for me to display my Haku team. So let's go ahead and load up the dungeon and I'll introduce you to my team and we'll talk about why I use her for Tuesday Dungeon. For Keeper of the Gold, I'd like to roll with this team. As our leader we have Banishing Claw Byakko Haku. And the reason why I like her so much is that she's a god and a devil, and so many different kind of cards, so many great cards fit into a Haku team. She has a great active, she changes all the orbs to dark, fire, and water, and her leader skill down here, Dance of the Tiger's Roar, she has 3.5 attack when fire, water, and dark attack at the same time. So it's similar to Ra, and maybe that's why I like her so much, but we only need to focus on 3 colors this time, but it's at a different multiplier. It's a lot lower, and I think the reason why is because she's also a devil. Ra doesn't have a subtype, and with devils you can actually enhance a lot of damage. There are baddies, and there are also other devils that do damage multiplication. She has a lot of great awakenings. On the side she has an enhanced element of each color that she needs, and she has 2 row enhances. I think that's the trick to playing a Haku, is actually taking advantage of these row enhances. You need at least 5, I think, before it's viable to, or before the row enhances are usable and they do more damage than 2 different matches of 3. Next she has the 2-prong attack, which actually comes in handy when you don't have all the colors on the board and you need to do a decent amount of damage. And finally the skill boost. So all of her awakenings are very useful. In a Haku team, or in my Haku team, I have 2 key cards that I use. All my Haku teams will always use BAO, Batman, Batwing Stealth. This card is amazing. He just recently got an ultimate evolution, and that added so many more awakenings to him, and his active, Batwing, makes it so you can use a lot of cards with your Haku team. He has that water subtype, and it covers one of the colors that Haku needs. I primarily run with a primary dark team, so if you notice down at the bottom here, I only have Batman and the next key member, Persephone. We have Queen of Condemnation, Persephone, and she is a primary dark type and a fire subtype, and it's really hard to find this. She has great stats for a sub. She has a skill boost on the side, and her active is very good. It changes light and heal orbs to dark orbs, and so when you need to do a lot more damage as a kind of a mono dark team, then Persephone is a great card to have. Next, Awoken Deity Odin. The reason why I bring Awoken Deity Odin with me is because of his Diabolic Lance Gungnir. A lot of these, or all these keepers, on each level they do a preemptive strike, and with this Diabolic Lance Gungnir, it helps me recover all that health that I need before I pass on to the next stage. And finally we have Hades. The Keeper of the Gold has about 7 million hit points, I think a little bit over that, and the Ultra Gravity, it'll take out 30% of that, and it's very helpful in getting that Keeper of the Gold down. He gives you, I think, he punches twice, and then he gives you a big, I guess, double axe handle, and it'll obliterate any team. So we have to take care of the Keeper of the Gold in just a few turns, and this gravity really helps. He also has that row enhance that we need, and the enhanced dark orbs. So this is my Keeper of the Gold Mythical Dungeon team. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm very excited. Let's see what we get. Sometimes you run into a Keeper of the Rainbow at the beginning, and it's kind of crazy. So I think the trick to taking these dungeons, or tackling these dungeons, that you don't want to get these keepers under 25%. I think once they do that, then they do a huge amount of damage, especially for spike teams like a Haku team and a Raw team. I think, you know, Lucifer, people with hit point multipliers can definitely handle that, but not this team. So I'm going to, let's see, match some orbs. See how much damage I can do. Looks like we got all our colors, so I'm gonna give a poke here. Okay, so now I know that the next dungeon, or the next round, will have a preemptive strike, so I definitely need to heal before I move on to the next round. I have enough orbs. I'm going to match darks here, blues here, reds here, and then I'm going to try to match as many other colors, but I'm going to heal at the end. Like that. And I guess I can match that. Hey, Skyfalls, Cascades. It's great. Once again, you have to surround Haku with high recovery cards because she doesn't have very much herself. Alright, we have 3 turns to take this one down. I have Batman and Hades up in 5 turns. I think I can just run straight to the Keeper of the Gold without stalling, so let's see how much damage we can do here. Let's go for a 2-prong attack. So I'm going to put red down here and blue somewhere up here, but I want to pull this purple all the way down. Let's go ahead and do that. Bring the purple down, blue. See how much its 2-prong attack does. Alright, great. We don't have any darks, and we don't have enough fires, so we'll have to stall. And for a Haku team, this is where you get rid of as many light and green orbs, especially the green ones, because Persephone can't change that. So let's go ahead and change this. Okay, looks like we have enough orbs. I'm going to match purple, red, and blue, as well as heal. I want to, let's see, which orb should we grab? Thinking about grabbing this one. So I'll come out here and go this way to match the blue and the yellow. Next I'll go up here into this corner and match, 3 reds here. And I'll put purple somewhere in the middle with a heal. So let's go ahead and do that. This. Nine combo, that's wonderful. I like to see how much my friend does in damage. I think that was, what, 96,000? Okay. So this is stage 3. I know the last 2 stages, or the last 3 stages are the red, or the light, the dark, and the Rainbow Keeper, I think. Let's go back. I don't have enough dark orbs. Let's go ahead and get rid of the green and the yellows, as well as maybe match the hearts. Let me grab this. This. Looks like we don't have enough dark orbs. I'm just going to match more orbs here. Let's heal up and get rid of some of our red and blue ones. And we're going to have to take a hit. So far it's been pretty smooth, but we'll take a hit this time because we don't have enough orbs. And that's the trick with Haku. You're going to have to rely on the Skyfalls for the colors that you need. I think we can tank a damage. Tank a hit from the green window. Let's see. I think we can do an attack here. Let's go ahead and try it. Alright, wonderful. We have 3 more turns, and we have some heart orbs. It's great. But I'm going to just get rid of as many yellow and greens as I can. So let's do that. Put the greens up here. Okay, so if I'm going to kill this keeper, then I'm going to have to heal quite a bit of health. So let's go ahead and take our time to heal first. Now, when you have more than 3 hearts, or more, like 6 or more hearts, it's actually better to match 2 separate hearts because you'll get 200% of your recovery. If you do a whole row of hearts, for example 6 in a row, then you'll get 100% plus 25 per orb. So if you get 6 in a row, then it'll be only 175% of your recovery. So I'm going to get rid of yellow and do this. Okay, we got little cascades going on, but we're healed to full, and we'll definitely take this guy down. Awesome. All our cards are active, so we have nothing to worry about. Surprise attack actually does a lot of damage, and we have all our colors on the board, and you know, it looks like we have a lot of dark orbs, so I'm going to go ahead and use Awoken Deity Odin, Diabolic Lance, Gungnir to heal to full. So we'll do that because in the next stage, that Dark Knight does a lot of damage, and these guys one-shot me. So we have to definitely take care of them within 3 turns. How about we do a 2-prong attack, because it does 1.5 extra damage, while activating our leader skill. So we need red, purple, and blue. I'm thinking about grabbing this yellow and just manipulating the whole board with it. I can go up here and this way to match the reds at the bottom, and then I can come through here to match a row of purples, 4, and then I can work on coming up here and pulling the blue up here. And if I have time, I guess I can match another match of 3 on these purples for that extra damage. I think we can get close to one-shotting this guy. Let's see. Oh, looks like I matched it. Oh. Okay. We only have 2 turns left, and we don't have all our orbs, so we're going to rely on the Skyfall. So let's go ahead and do that. You know, I just realized that we have Haku actives. We might as well take advantage of that. Looks like we got a lucky Skyfall and took him down anyway. Surprise attack, this doesn't matter. We can move on to our active, and let's work on optimizing our damage. I'm not quite sure if we have enough orbs to one-shot this guy, but we have another Haku in reserve. Let's think here. We definitely want to do a row enhance. So I'm thinking about putting a row enhance at the top. So I'll have a row of purples up here, and then I'm just going to focus on matching purple and red, or blue and red, at the bottom half of the board. How many orbs do we have though? When you're trying to work with a few colors and orb enhances, you have to kind of count some of your orbs. For me, for this particular board, it's important to match the purples, so I have 8. I think I'm going to connect it all together though. So let's go ahead and match the top half of the board, and then the blues. I wonder if this will do enough damage. That row enhance is amazing to watch because you do a lot of damage. Okay. Looks like we have enough to just do all our damage without changing. Should we change anyway? Why not? I don't think we need Haku in the last stage, actually. Let's go ahead and change it. Okay. This is why I save my Haku sometimes, because when you are playing with any of the Chinese gods, except for was it Suzaku? Or no, not Suzaku, but Kirin. All the orb changes, when you're hoping for a lot of dark orbs and you get only 4, it's hard to do a lot of damage, so that's why I kind of saved an extra Haku for this turn. Let's do a 2-prong attack and save, and just, I think we'll try to get rid of as many orbs as we can. Let's do that. Seven, 8, 9. The Haku on the right does, what, 225,000 damage. And finally the boss battle. We have to stall for 3 turns because he has that little shield. It'll absorb any dark attack, so we have to wait for a second and take a hit. I'm going to get rid of as many green orbs as we can because we're going to use Persephone in the end. And we don't want too many blue and we don't want too many reds. We want as many purples as we can. So let's go ahead. Yellows don't matter and pinks don't matter because that's what Persephone changes. I'm going to get rid of... Let's try to keep as many purples, or no, as many reds in the middle. So we need 3 reds and 3 blues at least. So I'm going to get rid of these down here. I think that's okay. We have greens we need to get rid of. Let's go ahead and get rid of those greens. Let's see. That's fine. And then we have one more turn. So let's try to set it up. I want to get rid of a couple more blues. I think we have enough reds. And we also have 3 greens we can eliminate here. Alright. I think that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and use Persephone. Next we'll use Hades. That gravity 30% will do, was that 2.1 million damage? And then finally Batman. Now we have to do our row enhances and match red and blue. Shouldn't be too bad on this one. We almost have rows on the bottom and the top. So I'm going to focus on matching a whole row on the bottom and a whole row on the top. Thinking about going down here, and that'll create a staggered formation of reds and blues, so we'll come in and we'll do a hook like on our first orb trick, and then I'll focus on doing a row on the top, and I think that is enough to kill our gold keeper in one hit. Let's see this. We got an extra match of purples. So our Haku on the right does 1.5 million damage. And you multiply that by 2 against the gold keeper because he is a yellow element. And we got our keeper of the gold. It was great. It's a pretty smooth run. That was really fun. When you do this on a double drop rate, you get all the keepers, and the keeper of the gold I think is guaranteed on all dungeons. But hey, that was a fun dungeon. I hope you all enjoyed watching this one. I had a lot of fun doing it. Hope you are all having fun watching this too. But keep an eye out for the next orb trick video. We're going to talk about either doing row enhances or doing an Anubis thing. So you stall to do a lot of, or to optimize your board for combos. And a lot of you have seen me do Change the World, and it's actually the same idea or the same pattern. But if you guys enjoyed watching this, please subscribe or give a thumbs up. And until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy playing Puzzles & Dragons, and I'll see you next time.